Hello, everyone. Thanks for having us. We are so glad to be here today. My name is Nyidumo Uget, and my group members are Mr. Chandra, Dr. Ramesh, Mr. Kumar, Dato Othman, Mr. Hazman, and Mr. Chandra. We are going to talk about McDonald's half century of growth. But before we start or heading into the main point of our presentation, I would like to thank Mr. Cheah for giving us such a great opportunity to present our work today. Our presentation consists of 4 elements: introduction, which are going to talk about the history of McDonald's growth milestones. Secondly, case summary, which had happened and the important element discussed. And the third one is going to be the case analysis, which consists of questions and answer. And the last one is the conclusion, which consists of discussion and recommendation. To begin, McDonald's is a well-known American fast food chain that runs its businesses globally. McDonald's, the name alone generally recognized as one of the most successful and global brand exists in the fast food industry till today. A casual conversation about having burger can never miss McDonald's as one among the choices. It was founded in 1940 as a restaurant operated by Richard and Maurice McDonald's in San Bernardino, California. In 1955, Raymond Albert Kroc, which is known as Ray Kroc, a businessman, joined the company as a franchise agent and proceeded to purchase the chain for the McDonald's brother. Its headquarters is in Chicago, Illinois. 81 years down the line, they are the best world's largest food service chain with over 36,000 restaurants across 117 countries, providing jobs for 1.7 million staffs and feeding 69 million customers per day. Ray Kroc died in 1984, but his legacy is very much alive. His commitment, dedication, and achievement continue to live on at McDonald's restaurants across the world. Moving to the history and the milestones. Next slide. Well, fast forward to 90s. Let's have a look. How did it all started? At the initial stage, it was just a simple McDonald's barbecue restaurant, which was run by the McDonald's brother in San Bernardino, California, on 15 of May, 1940. Slowly, they grow their restaurants level, leaving their failures and seek their opportunity by flowing, speeding services system, offering menu with the limited choices and 15 cents hamburger, milkshake, and fries. In 1954, Ray Kroc entered into the picture when he visited the McDonald's brother, intended to sell them more multi-mixture, and by then he was so captivated by their operation. Then in 1955, Ray Kroc joined the company as a franchise agent, and he founded the McDonald's Corporation and opened his first McDonald's in Des Plaines. In the year 1956, the motto of the organization, for example, quality service, cleanliness, and value, was coined out. In 1960, the McDonald's brother sells the right to Ray Kroc, and he took over the right. On 31st January 1990, the first McDonald's restaurant was opened in Moscow. In the year of 1993, the world first McCafe opened in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Last but not least, In 1995, McFlurry dessert were introduced in the menu, and it was invented by Ron McClellan. Moving to the type of product that McDonald's sells, we have 9 types of fast food, which are hamburgers, chicken, French fries, soft drinks, coffee, milkshake, salad, dessert, and breakfast. Well, the world didn't know that such humble and simple restaurants, which grew from nowhere, would enter globalization and make a huge difference in the food and beverages industry today. There will be further elaboration, which will be presented by Kuperan, talking about the globalization and the motives entry. Thank you.
Thank you, Istina. Globalization. Ray Kroc's vision was clear. He wanted 1,000 McDonald's restaurants solely in the United States. Gradually, they went all over the United States, venture outside of the country, expanded their business to Canada and Puerto Rico in year 1967, and the rest was spoken white nation. Today, it is reported that McDonald's had sold hundreds of billions of its menu, especially burgers, throughout its operation. Their evolution can be seen in their color coordination, the design of their logo, their interpretation of menu, localizing according to country, and many more. Innovation wasn't a thing to McDonald's, but it was their aim to further improve what they have continuously and forever. The classic example for current McDonald's operations would be how they featured self-service kiosks to make people to order something quick without a queue at the counter. Moving to the next slide, please. Let's look at the summary of case study. The case study clearly narrated the McDonald's first step in the industry. It explored how did a small startup business went into global range over time. It was unique how Ray Kroc maintained his principles quoting. If I had a brick for every time, I've repeated the phrase quality, service, cleanliness, and value, I think I'd probably be able to bridge the Atlantic Ocean with them. Subsequently, the case study excellent operation techniques from adopting the need of speed and technology. Even the cooking time and portion were carefully evaluated to meet ultimate customer satisfaction. Let's look like the so what they focus is number one, securing supply. Being the strength of the alignment between the company, suppliers were always seen as a source of innovation. For example, one of McDonald's meat suppliers developed a novel quick freezing process that captured the fresh taste texture of beef patties. Then, fostering franchises. McDonald's revenues consisted and fees from restaurants operated by franchises. Approximately 80% were operated by franchises. Then, initiating innovation, ideas for new menu items have often come from franchises. Example, fillet of fish, egg McMuffin. Other innovations came from the company itself. McDonald's launched its biggest menu revolution in 30 years in 2003 when it entered the prepared salad market. Next slides will be presenting by Dr. Ramesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kuperan, for explaining about the case summary. The next one, what we are discussing is how has the competition to McDonald's changed over its existence? Next slide, please. When we talk about the existence of McDonald's and how they analyze their market is, they have two strategies. One is the chains of McDonald's and its success lies also in the fact that it has a major menu offerings that one can enjoy no matter where he or she is in the world, such as the Big Mac or chicken nuggets, for example. So wherever they go, the customers can get the standard menu offered by McD anywhere in the world. And also, the company started to offer, depending on the location in which they are operating, which are culture-specific menus. Say example, teriyaki burger in Japan. This teriyaki burger is the choice of people in Japan, so that apart from the standard menu, McD also started preparing the culture-based or specific menu. Additionally, the signature menus, whatever pertaining to the McD, are also available throughout the world wherever you go. However, McD faced a downfall due to two reasons. One is the increasing number of competitors such as Burger King and Wendy's. And secondly, the customers' preferences in nutritional options. Based on these two factors, as like other companies, for a period of time, McD has faced the downfall as well. Next slide, please. So how did they strategize? They have done keeping the tradition worldwide. So McD had to change its strategy to keep its lead worldwide, because there is a need to change the strategy, thereby they can sustain as a leader and pioneer in this industry. As mentioned previously, in addition to its signature menus and food items, McD offered a country-specific menu throughout the world, thereby the food items tailored for each region and most of the time each single country where they are present. So thereby they attracted people and retaining their existence. The next one is adaptability. Adaptability is a key factor for McDonald's to reach and maintain the success to the consistently changing customers' need and preferences. And as long as McD can do that, they can still keep their position as a leader in the industry. By all this means, a new innovated strategy, McD maintaining its existence as one of the leader in the industry. Next slide, please. Next one is about what are the main operations performance objective for McDonald's. This will be explained by my colleague, Mr. Afzan. I pass it to Mr. Afzan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I'll be continuing from here to share what are the main operation performance objectives for McDonald's. McD had their vision clear to be center-oriented beside focusing worldwide expansion and growth by adopting various operational strategies system usage to keep their track continuously move toward to the company goals and reach ultimate success. Following, let's go to the next slide. Some of the MACD main operation as follow. MACD emphasizing quality and comfort to customer. MACD prioritizing their consumer over the things, as they always inspire to provide the best quality food even before their consumer taste the food ordered. MACD maintain consistency. MACD had the objective to serve its consumer the same quantity regardless where their customer ordering out. This will mean that portion served across this country will remain the same, bounding the trust between its consumer that they'll be receive the MACD menu, not any other burger and nuggets per se. And also, MACD enhance and promote innovations. Besides that, MACD practice innovation themselves. They also encourage their supplier to be innovative in their operations. For instance, one of their meat supplier for MACD, as we read the case study, they have developed novel quick freezing process that captures the fresh taste and textures of the beef patties. MACD also keep an eye to the market need of the market. Also, MACD do not simply put their menu, but always that had their sense of respect towards local culture, and they expand globally, for example, in MENA regions. They exported halal meat, which is considerably an important element to the Muslim to consume halal-based food. I'll pass it to Kishan, who will be continuous. The next.
Okay, thank you, Bro Hazman. I'll take it from here. So from my part, my topic here was question 3 will be, what are the most important structural and infrastructural decisions in McDonald's operation strategy, and how do they influence its main performance objective? Okay, overall, McDonald's maintained their 3 key points in regards to its organizational structure, which includes global hierarchy, division based on performance, and group based on function. Each key point deliberately directed to a operation success of McDonald's. Okay, McDonald's does esteem seriously its picking order and such mandates and guidelines caused through the chain of command until the system is generally welcomed by the end representative that are in the direct contact with clients. Also, with execution-based division, every unit has explicit objection and target that it is need to accomplish to improve the presentation. At last, work-based bunches approach is association division depends on various office. For example, data innovation, showcasing, or account, for instance. McDonald's uses every one of the 3 kinds of construction with high spotlight on worldwide progression, albeit utilization of the other 2 sort of additionally, especially present as referred. McDonald's, as along these lines, has a sort of half and half authoritative structure that remembers 3 sort with high concentration for the first. We can move to the next slide, Chandra. As in infrastructural decision, here are few points that indicate McDonald's strategy. Okay, here we show the chart. We can move to the next slide. Okay, over here we can see is design of goods and services. For example, McDonald's objective here is to offer affordable food products to its customers. Next one will be quality management. The target here is to get the best possible product quality, taking into consideration its end price and cost bounds. The consistency of the product quality is truly and continuously checked. And what we are seeing next over here will be process and capacity design. For the company, this part is aligned to achieve the highest level of efficiency with regards to reducing costs. At the same time, location strategy. The objective is to be able to reach the maximum number of customers worldwide by introducing stores at various locations. At the same time, supply chain management. Okay, various supply chain models for the different areas worldwide. Example, farms in Egypt to supply halal meat to MENA. And the last one, inventory management. The goal is to keep a fully functional operational model, especially with regards to restaurant activities with a reduction of cost related to inventory. So that's what from my point, and I'll pass it to Mr. Chandra to take over.
Thank you, Mr. Kishan. So from my side, I'll be discussing on conclusion and recommendation. Conclusion and recommendation, yeah. McDonald's proved that their operational performance objectives are clear each and every time they invested and explored. They sustained their culture while adapting the local taste and needs. They uphold the concept of continuous improvement in all aspects, as we can see how well they had demonstrated their strategies in terms of innovation, business nature, and operational system. Few recommendations as we see below. Always forecast demands to deliver the best quality and ability to meet the standard. Be prepared to new norms, and the classic example would be now the pandemic situation. Reduce waste and improve the quality as the nature of surrounding changes. Innovate the existing innovation and be the first while revolving around the smart world. Always communicate your business and its purpose or objective to your employees. So this will be the end, and thank you very much for listening. Thank you.